game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
It's Madden NFL 23, and this one features the Bulls' superstar running back. He couldn't have been better last week. Simply an incredible rushing performance.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And his guys are going to take the lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe...
Now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's in for a score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been... The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards it.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Brissett on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown! A big play there. On his way to a historic first half. This offense has been humming right along. They've been scoring a lot of points here in the first half. We'll see if they can add more to their total. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Michael Thomas halfway to 100 now with career touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. Drake London, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some... They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And some room to roam now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. My goodness, 229 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now they're in the hurry-up. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambition.